Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everybody watching this video. Thank you for tuning in to another tip video today. For those of you who use Livescope, who are new to Livescope, who just maybe want a little bit of advice on something that will make you more efficient as an angler. And what it is going to be to peg a weight above your hook. So I'm not going to take this all the way apart, but I'm going to show you how I have it set up. First things first is a bobber stop. Slide that up. They make the little rope ones too. I prefer these right here. It allows you to move it up and down the line as needed, and it will stop your weight from going any further than that bobber stop. Next thing, I think this is a 1/8 ounce maybe. I don't remember what size it is. Bullet weight. They make other weights that work the same way, different shapes. I don't know how much that matters. I just used this. You can go up to like a 1/4 ounce or something if you want. A little bit faster fall, maybe a little easier to cast if you want to throw a lighter jig. Wind conditions, things like that will determine the size weight that you need. So you're going to go bobber stop, weight, and then you'll take another bobber stop and put it on, slide it all the way down to the weight like that. What that's going to do is keep it in place. It won't go nowhere. And you probably want to have this about 18 inches to 2 foot above your jig. And the reason this is so good for Livescope, like I said a second ago, is it adds some extra weight without having to go to a bigger profile. It also, when you're watching your bait on Livescope, you can see your bait falling down through the water column on your screen. If there's a lot of shad, some interference, things like that, it can make it a little harder to see. So if you have 2 dots falling at the exact same time, it makes it easier to track your jig. So next thing is you're going to take your jig and you're just going to tie it on. So you're going to go bobber stop above your weight, and then a bobber stop below your weight. I know some people will put a couple bobber stops on to keep it from moving around so much, sliding up and down your line. I don't know how much that matters. I only really use one. That'll be personal preference, but you're just gonna get your knot tied. I'm tying a Palomar knot. That's mostly what I tie about 90% of the time, personally. Wet it down, cinch it down. No, then you're gonna want to trim your tag. So now I'm going to shorten it up for the sake of the video. It's going to look like this, you see, and then as it's falling down through the water column on your Livescope, you'll be able to see those 2 dots moving simultaneously at an equal distance. And it just helps you keep track of everything better, and it helps with being able to change the size of your jig profile. If you want to slide this up with like a 1/4 ounce weight, and then say they're hitting on small stuff but you just can't get it down to them, then you can have a 1/4 ounce weight and maybe like an 1/8 or 16th ounce head, which is still going to give you the extra weight falling, but it's going to give you a smaller profile. I was using this on a calmer day. The wind wasn't real bad, so I didn't need a 1/4 ounce. So I was able to go with a smaller profile on both, and it worked just fine. So you'll learn to play with the wind conditions and the fish with their whatever profile it is that they're wanting, whether it be smaller, bigger. It gives you more options, and still allows you to get down in the water column. So there's a little tip for this week. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this helps, and stay tuned for the next video.